And we're really excited because on our set right now is Deacon Pedro from Salt+Light TV.
In the
And
flesh.
You're not as excited as I am.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now.
This is a highlight
fun.
of my career right here. Right here. I'm getting your autographs later for sure. Yeah.
We'll trade.
Well, it really is great to have you here, and you know, I've known you for many years from Salt+Light. But maybe if for people who don't know, this show is actually on Salt+Light TV in Canada. But tell us a little bit about Salt+Light and a little history, so in case people don't know.
Very briefly, history. World Youth Day, you might remember, in 2002 took place in Toronto. And I don't know if you can say this about a lot of World Youth Days, but the one in Toronto had a very clear fruit. The theme of that World Youth Day was from Matthew 5, you're the salt of the earth, you're the light of the world. And out of that World Youth Day, a year later, is born Canada's Catholic TV network, Salt+Light
And
Media.
I never knew that was the theme.
I
never made that connection.
Yeah,
So
Matthew 5, yeah. You're the salt of the earth. So yeah, so our mission, if I can say, is to season the world with the flavor of the gospel. Nice. And be shining examples of Jesus, who is the true light of the world.
To be salt and light.
Yeah,
and you've been there since the very beginning.
I have.
And you've, I'm sure, had many roles, but what do they have you doing now these
Oh
days?
gosh, I'm a senior producer and director of production and programming now. Yeah.
That sounds intense.
Yeah.
It is intense, but fun. As you know, what we do here is a lot of fun. We're making a difference, we hope, in a lot of people's lives. We have a lot of our viewers that are shut-ins. They can't go to mass on Sunday. They rely on Catholic television, and so we're there, providing them that spiritual nourishment, those prayers. And so as a producer, I get to produce content. And now as director of production and programming, I'm sort of overseeing, making sure that we get good quality shows like This Is the Day on our network.
By the way,
we paid him for that.
Speaking of our collaboration and all that, so tomorrow's a holiday.
Tomorrow is
Veterans Day, Remembrance Day.
Is Remembrance Day in Canada.
Are you going to be around?
I'm going to be around.
Could you be the deacon at the Mass? Because I have the Mass.
I thought you'd never ask.
There we go.
I thought you'd never ask.
Stay tuned for Mass tomorrow on
It's
Veterans
good to
Remembrance
have a
Day.
bishop thinking about deacons.
Now you've worn, as you've mentioned, you've worn a lot of different hats, and you have a new one now too. You know, you've hosted shows, you produce shows, and now involved in programs. Do you have a favorite thing that you like to do in all the things that you're involved in?
Oh wow. I'm going to say that yes. So doing this, and this is going to sound like I'm joking, but meeting people like you is definitely the joy of the work that we do. So I get to travel, sometimes a lot more than I would like to, but telling stories, meeting people, wonderful people like Jason Jones that you just spoke to, who are doing amazing things that maybe nobody has even heard about.
Yeah, yeah.
And we get to tell those stories. And in the course of that, I get to meet these people, spend time with them. You know, I've stayed in convents and monasteries. I've slept on the floor. I've, you know, slept in hammocks, and with wonderful people, sisters who are doing incredible missionary work. And then we get to tell those stories. And I get to come to Boston to go to Catholic TV and
Nice.
hang out with you guys.
Now I wanted to, because of course we have Sister Marie Paul over there. Are they making you sleep on the floor at the con?
No, the Daughters of St. Paul, it's like the Marriott there. I mean, definitely first class
all the way,
accommodations.
all the way.
Yes.
They have a documentary that's going to be released soon about recently canonized St. Ignatius, not the St. Ignatius we think of, St. Ignatius Loyola, but another.
No, yeah, so this was the most recent trip. We were in Lebanon and Turkey and in Rome for the canonization. October 19th, there were 7 new saints. One of them is the first Armenian Catholic of the Armenian Rite to be to be canonized by the Catholic Church. So we do have Armenian saints like Gregory of Narek that is recognized by the Catholic Church, but none of them have been officially canonized by the Roman Church, except for Bishop Ignatius Maloyan. and he was martyred during the Armenian genocide. So obviously it's a story that has great significance for the Armenian people. It's a great story of the East meeting the West, as well as we, the Roman Church, tell that story, as the Roman Church is recognizing this man. So we're very excited to be able to tell his story.
I don't know if you know this, but Watertown, Massachusetts, where we are sitting right now, has an enormous Armenian community.
Okay, I was wondering.
And the Armenian National Museum is here too.
I was wondering. I did see there was near the mother house of the daughters of the Armenian nursing home, and we did pass an Armenian community center.
Great community,
Yeah,
Armenian
absolutely.
community here in Watertown.
So, and again, maybe our viewers don't know, but so we're not just talking culturally Armenian. We're talking about the Armenian. So this is an Eastern Rite, the Armenian Catholic Church that is in communion with the Church in Rome. It's one of the 23 Oriental rites, which is also something that I think we neglect as Roman Catholics. We kind of tend to forget about all those Eastern Catholics that maybe we don't even know they exist.
I agree.
But again, we get to tell those stories.
Yeah.
And that's
great, the joy of Catholic television.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
We walk together.
yeah.
We do. And as Catholic producers, we collaborate. And I mean, again, you asked me what I enjoy about what I do, and those collaborations are so important for us. We're all on the same, we're all doing great work, and sometimes it feels like everybody's in their own little silo doing great work. But when we do work together, it's so much better. And so we really appreciate the friendship,
As do we.
and the collaboration, and maybe future collaborations.
Yeah, definitely. And I know so many great documentaries that you've all produced at Salt+Light. And one of them recently was the Walking Together for Indigenous People in Canada. Maybe you could talk about that.
Another great story. So, as you know, Pope Francis did an apostolic visit to Canada in 2022. I was very blessed to be part of the organizing team for that visit. There's a very, and I'm not going to go into all the details, but very complicated relationship between the Catholic Church and the First Nations, Indigenous people of Canada, at least over the last 100 years, because we've had Indigenous Catholics in North America for 500 years. So this is very recent.
Yeah.
But there's a community there are very many communities that are very Catholic. And one of them is the community of St. Teresa Point in northern Manitoba. So I get a call from the Archbishop Murray Chatelain. He says, hey, this church burnt down. The community rallied together to rebuild the church. We're consecrating it. We think Salt+Light should be there. And so this is a mission diocese. They don't have any money, but it was important for them to be able to tell the story. And of course, we partnered with them, flew to St. Teresa Point. It's like a 10-hour drive north of Winnipeg, and told the story of not just of the new building, but then all of the story about this community. They've been Catholic since their founding 100 years ago, and how important this church building and the church obviously is for them. So yeah, that's Walking
great.
Together, a New Beginning, that we aired on All Souls Day.
And like Catholic TV, Salt+Light is available on all kinds of different platforms. How can people
Absolutely.
here watch Salt+Light?
Absolutely. So the best way is for people to download the app. So if you go wherever you get your apps, you can type in Salt+Light Media or Salt+Light Plus, SL Plus. Download the app, and you should be able to watch all our programming the way you watch Netflix.
Bonus.
Streaming online. Of course, you can watch us online as well, slmedia.org. But the app, I'd say get the app. And you can watch all our programs, listen to my radio show, the Salt+Light Hour, as well.
Nice.
And
I got the app.
And watch our channel. And but don't stop watching Catholic TV. So watch both.
Watch both.
in.
Maybe at the same time.
Yeah.